India, OTT streaming services are rising in popularity as an expected 735 million Indians will gain access to the internet by 2021. India, second only to China in global internet users, is the next frontier for Hollywood and American streaming services. There are now more than 30 broadcaster-owned platforms, telecom operators, and global players like Netflix and Amazon Prime, offering advertisement video on demand and subscription video on demand services. Despite infrastructural challenges and uneven purchasing power, India is projected to become the second largest online video viewing audience by 2020, with some 500 million people viewing online videos. Of these, some 355 million people are expected to watch via OTT video services. 73% of Indian consumers watch content in their native language, which can include Hindi, Punjabi, Bengali, and Tamil.
छोड़ मुझे हाथ क्यों लगाता है शर्म नहीं आती लड़की कहीं का बुर्ज खलीफा तन्नू बुर्ज खलीफा और तन्नू बुर्ज खलीफा तन्नू बुर्ज खलीफा.
Average revenue per user in India remains low by global standards. For 2020, Media Partners Asia forecasts that Disney Plus, Hotstar, will have 18 million paying subscribers, making it narrowly the regional market leader ahead of Amazon Prime Video with 17 million subscribers. Netflix, it estimates, could finish the year with 5 million subscribers in India.
ये क्या है?
Netflix, Amazon, Disney Plus, Hotstar.
Netflix has grown substantially since its introduction to India in 2016, due to a combined factor of adjusted price points and acquiring locally produced content in several languages. In 2019, Netflix announced a mobile-only version of their platform, which is available for $2.65 monthly, putting it more closely in line with other OTT providers.
जब तक ये खेल खत्म नहीं होगा. Action!
Hotstar, established under 20th Century Fox before it was acquired by Disney, operated a mixed business model, incorporating free tiers for the mass market and premium levels available to paying subscribers. That model has been retained as the platform was relaunched at the end of March 2020 as Disney Plus Hotstar, which leaves the Indian market with 400 million monthly active users and an expected 18 million paid users by the end of 2020. In 2020, Google invested $4.5 billion in Jio Platforms, the broadband and streaming business built by India's Reliance Industries.
Jio will give the power of data to each Indian to fulfill every dream.
The move follows similar investments into Reliance Jio by Facebook and gives Google a 7.73% stake in Jio Platforms. It implies an equity valuation of $65.5 billion for the less than 5-year-old business. Jio Platforms now has an array of media operations, including music streaming service JioSaavn, broadband, on-demand live television service JioTV, and payment service JioPay. It also has a 5% stake in Bollywood streaming service Eros International. In Latin America, Netflix dominates the streaming market with 34.32 million subscribers, followed by Amazon with 6.987 million as of the start of 2020. With the advent of Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, and HBO Max, these 5 US-based platforms will account for 88% of Latin America's paying SVOD by the end of 2025.
This is where we build our new home.
European competitors are also coming to the table, such as Europa Plus and Telefonica Movistar, which jumped at the chance to enter the production business with 3 original series. So, what does this mean for Latin American players? Large TV providers such as Globo, Claro, and Bandeirantes have launched their own streaming channels to compete. Currently, Claro Video is available in 16 different LATAM countries, making it the biggest competitor to the US-based platforms. Their subscriber base, however, is only at about 3.69 million compared to Netflix's 34 plus million.
Toño. Gracias.
Globo's Globoplay is perhaps the streamer with the most potential to become a contender in the region, as it contains Rede Globo's immense library of original content. Globo has always been one of Latin America's giants when it comes to not just quantity but quality of production, and it keeps ramping up its game to compete in the changing landscape.
A magia é simples. Quando alguém morre, os átomos de sua alma se espalham em todas as direções e podem se fundir a outra alma. Nossa alma é resistente, não morre.
In 2019, Globo released the thriller drama web series Aruanas on a global scale and is producing 2 English-language releases, The Angel of Hamburg and Rio Connection. Globoplay is now available in the United States. A different breed of streaming platforms that have begun to populate the LATAM landscapes are services created as joint ventures by film commissions and/or national institutions with the intention of promoting local content and combating piracy in the region.
You will always remember this as the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
These services are Cine R in Argentina, Film and Latino in Mexico, Onda Media in Chile, and Retina Latina in Bolivia, Ecuador, Mexico, Colombia, Peru, and Uruguay. Despite the rising success of foreign streamers, there hasn't been a proliferation of independent local services in the region. All current local platforms are OTT services or require the use of your cable provider's set-up box and are included with cable packages, which means people aren't dropping their cable. This is due to the technical limitations of the various countries and the different market realities between pay TV and streaming prices, as well as the access to devices such as Apple TV, Roku, etc. So, the streaming wars haven't reached Latin America, not in full, at least not yet. However, the development wars have. The arrival of the streamers have brought an influx of production cash and a high demand for quality regional content, especially high-end scripted TV. The biggest disruption to the market is the old model of making low-cost TV. The 60-year reign of the telenovelas is walking firmly toward its final sunset.